Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to completely reframe how you think about numbers. For a lot of us, math just feels like this rigid, heavy chore, right? It's a world of strict rules, massive textbooks, and endless repetition. But what if I told you math can actually be this beautiful, elegant mental artistry? We're diving into the fascinating world of Vedic mathematics. It's a system that takes calculation from a tedious, mechanical grind and turns it into something dynamic, fluid, and entirely in your head.
Okay, let's dive into this. What if you never, ever had to memorize a times table above 5 again? Seriously, think back to your early school days. Remember the sheer struggle of that heavy rote memorization? Just repeating those multiplication tables over and over until they were practically burned into your brain? Well, what if none of that was actually necessary? What if we could live in a mathematical reality entirely free from that specific burden? That is the exact promise of the system we're breaking down today.
Section 1. What is Vedic math? Moving beyond basic calculations. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how smoothly the system scales. Vedic math is a mathematical system performed entirely in the mind. Literally, no scratch paper required. And the absolute best part? It meets you exactly where you are, making it an incredibly accessible tool you can pick up at any age without breaking a sweat. It doesn't just stop at figuring out a tip at a restaurant either. You start at step 1, working with basic numbers in simple arithmetic. But it doesn't hit a wall there. As you move to steps 2 and 3, Vedic math seamlessly equips you to tackle complex geometrical theorems and even advanced algebraic problems. It's this comprehensive system that just grows with you, all while staying purely mental. Section 2. Vedic math versus the abacus. Clearing up the confusion. So the crucial point is that when folks hear mental math, their minds usually go straight to the abacus. But honestly, these are entirely different approaches to calculation. The abacus relies on a physical frame, and even when you're doing it mentally, you're visualizing those bead clusters to crunch the numbers. It's a fantastic system for sure, but it's fundamentally different from conventional math. Vedic math, on the flip side, is purely mental, and importantly, it uses numbers exactly the way you're already used to. You aren't learning some entirely new visual language of beads. You're just using standard numbers paired with these super simple formulas called sutras to do massive, complicated calculations right inside your head. Section 3. Ditching the times tables. The practical magic. So I promised you earlier that students learning this method do not need to learn multiplication tables above 5. Let's actually put that to the test. 8 times 9. When you hear that, what's happening in your brain right now? If you are trained in conventional math like most of us, your brain is frantically searching its archives to pull up a memorized answer. You're not really calculating it in real time, right? You're literally just remembering a fact you were forced to memorize years ago. And that brings us to this wonderful quote from our source material about this exact issue. In conventional math, there is no way to do this other than mugging it up. I absolutely love that phrase, mugging it up. It perfectly nails the sheer frustration of the conventional method. If you blank on that memorized answer, well, you're just stuck. You're totally reliant on brute memorization to get past that roadblock. But here's the absolute magic trick that Vedic math gives us as an alternative. Instead of relying on some dusty, memorized chart in your head, you actually improvise the answer on the fly using just a little bit of basic addition and subtraction. Because you have these underlying logical formulas, you dynamically generate the answer in your mind in seconds. It totally transforms math from the static, boring memory test into a creative, improvisational logic puzzle. How cool is that? Section 4. Ancient Roots and Sutras. The historical anchor. Let's move to ASIA and see how this builds. You see, these incredible mental math techniques aren't just modern parlor tricks. They have these incredibly deep, rich roots in ancient India. And at the absolute core of this ancient system is the concept of the sutra. Sutras are basically simple formulae, but honestly, don't let the word simple fool you here. These mental frameworks are the very engine of the entire system. By using these elegant little rules of logic, a massive range of highly complex mathematical problems can be solved entirely orally. It completely replaces the need for physical tools or endlessly scribbling on scratch paper. And this brilliantly illustrates the sheer scale of what these ancient thinkers achieved. It's honestly staggering. Vedic mathematicians laid the very bedrock of modern math. We're talking algebra, algorithms, methods for pulling square and cube roots, and, maybe most impressively, the actual concept of zero itself. The exact same minds that formalize those massive, world-changing concepts are the ones who developed the sutras we use in Vedic math today. It's a true testament to their incredible mathematical prowess.
Which brings us to a really awe-inspiring final thought for this explainer. Knowing that a purely mental system exists, one that scales effortlessly from basic addition all the way to advanced algebra, completely bypasses rote memorization, and is rooted in the very foundations of math itself, well, is it time we completely rethink how we learn math? Just imagine how much more accessible and frankly fascinating the world of numbers could be if we ditched the brute memorization and taught our minds to intuitively improvise instead. Keep questioning the norm, keep learning, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.